What's up, everyone? Be the installer. Jen, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm ready to cut some stuff open.
Yeah, she stole my knife. Not cool, man. We have the XGIMI Horizon Ultra 4K. So let's unbox this and I'll tell you more about why we have this product.
Let's go.
So we met XGIMI at CES and we got to tour the booth and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, they had a really great booth. I really enjoyed learning more about their products, and I'm excited for this.
Yeah, and they have some new cool things coming out, and the way that they're doing the light, the dual light 2.0, it looks interesting. So we really liked it. We liked the Horizon Ultra 4K that was on a stand, and it was kind of easy to move around. I don't think they wanted me to move it around, but I did anyways.
Yeah, they definitely gave you a look.
So we wanted to get it in the house and see if it's really cool looking or is it also awesome. I think
very functional.
Yeah, and we can take this out and put it in the game room for the kids when they have sleepovers instead of trying to lug another TV around. I think there's a lot of great use cases for it, and we have a 120-inch screen in the other room, so we'll show you about that as we do this. Come on, muscles. All right.
I think this looks nice in the box. I love the white and gold.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Oh, I didn't even see the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, the presentation is quite nice so far.
Premium.
Yep. That's how you know it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
I noticed that it says Harman Kardon on this side. Sound by Harman Kardon, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And what did you say here? You like the Horizon?
When we were at the booth, they said something about one of the things was supposed to look kind of like a sunrise.
And
so I feel like the box is kind of giving that same kind of...
The Horizon look?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll show them when it the thing moves up and down to expose the lens or whatever. It looks kind of like a sunset.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
All right. Take the top off.
Let's...
Boom.
It's beautiful.
The suspense, Jen. The suspense. Looks like that's the front, yeah? And there's a little shutter we were talking about. This thing is legit. Gosh.
I like the color.
I don't, honestly, legitimately, I don't think I've unboxed anything that looks this cool.
Yeah, they definitely had like interior design in mind. I mean, it's like good colors. It's sleek.
Yeah,
Looks really nice.
Where are you going with that, man? Why don't you pull the other stuff out of there? We'll save this for a minute.
Stick my finger in that hole and pull.
You say so, man.
Okay. Look here, this is kind of nice. It tells us what to expect. No surprise. We've got a cord, a remote, and batteries. Yes. Ooh. Here's your Horizon Ultrabook.
Thank you. Ooh, nice remote.
That is a lovely remote.
Volume up and down. And your typical directional pad. It looks like it's got some sort of Google voice control at least.
Look at this. Boom! The eject button. I dig that. I mean, I know it doesn't mean functionally anything good, but I think it's cool.
Looks like we have a few different, warranty. We got a little registration card, little FAQ. Always need the FAQs. And then we have, table of contents. Going to show us all the ins and outs, literally, The ins and outs, get it? The HDMI ins and outs.
Oh,
Okay, we got two things to do. Show them this, and then also we got a stand for this. So let's talk about this first, and then we're gonna get to the stand. So as we said, this thing's really cool looking. I wanna turn it on so we can open this, because this thing slides down and gives us the lens. But on the back, we got what, 2 HDMI inputs, 1 eARC, so you can connect it to a sound system of some sort, and 1 input. 2 USB 2.0s. You got your, internet line there, optical, audio, all that kind of stuff. So pretty cool, pretty straightforward. Let's see, the speakers are in the front, I think. So Harman Kardon, sound by Harman Kardon. So this looks like a speaker grill, so when it goes down, the sound can still come out of the front. We need to turn it on to show this because it doesn't really give it the justice that it deserves here sitting in my hands. But overall, I think it's a really cool looking device, and I'm excited because it does have a lot of nice features like auto keystone, auto focus, all that. Can be off angle and still connect with a screen. So I'm excited to show you all that. But the one thing that we had a little bit of an issue with before was we got a stand that we were starting to unbox, but we need this to put in the stand at the bottom. So we're gonna unbox the stand now and show you guys because I think this is gonna do best for us on the stand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Be easy to move around. So let's put this aside quick and grab the stand and set this up so that we can connect it all and then move it around the house. Okay, Jen, we're just gonna mock open this again because I already did this once.
Oh.
But look, it's got all the information in many languages.
Oh, good.
And it shows you, look, you probably have a video of some sort, installation video.
How about that?
But I think we could probably do this 3 or 4 times the wrong way and eventually get it done right. So let's just do it without watching that video.
Sounds good. I like that.
And then it just, again, shows you what pieces are what. So obviously that's useful. And then when you open up the base here, you can see that it has a weight to it right here. And then we can put the AC adapter right in here.
That's so cool, especially like we've got kids and we don't want to have a bunch of extra stuff just sitting around. So I love when things fit together nicely and cord management, all that good stuff.
Yes, cords suck to have just everywhere, which we do in the house.
Yeah.
So minimizing that is great. And so we did not have this part for the AC adapter. And so now, you know, everything's complete, Jen. We have it all. And then we got the post here. Is this extendable? I would imagine. Maybe? No? I felt like it was longer. I think this is extendable.
Yep. Oh,
That-
I like a good extension.
That is, yeah, give you good reach, you know. And then I believe this would be the plate that goes on here. Oh, look at that. And it has a pivot. So this projector doesn't necessarily have that gimbal situation going on like their new one. I think it's called the Horizon Max that's coming out in 2024. But you don't necessarily need it if you have the ability to loosen this up and then, you know, get the angle you need, get the angle to your dangle. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think this will be nice. I like it.
I'm loving it already. I can't wait to get it set up.
All right. So what is that? We got an auxiliary threader. So this is actually to sheath the cord as you send it down this pipe.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep that. Let's get rid of the box. There we go. Wasn't that hard.
It wasn't at all.
I think we did it right the first time. I see we were thinking about putting the rest of this cord length down at the bottom, but as you can see, we need to extend it if possible, and that won't be possible if the cord isn't long enough. Psh, now we plug that in. I like it. Let's just leave it like right there. Lock this up. You tighten that one. We're good. We have a little adjustability up here. There's got to be that plate now that we put on the bottom of the actual projector. All right, so let's put this base plate on here so that we can set this up. Oh, look at that, first try.
Yeah, it was pretty simple.
Piece of cake. All right.
Cake.
I want some cake. All right, so do you want to help me out with this? Looks like we set it in here. It's got a lock and unlock up here. Ah, it went down a little deeper there. There it goes. I felt it drop in there and we locked it up, so I think we're good. And now we can, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Now you have the ability to make that move. It's a little bit top heavy, so I don't think we're gonna be messing around with it too much. But once you lock it in, I better lock it up.
You lock it up.
All right, it's locked up.
Well, now that we have it together on the stand, let's go ahead and get it connected and fire it up, see what it can do.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the way. Ooh,
Look at that.
that's awesome.
Yeah, not only does it match our living room, but I feel like, you know, some of the other projectors, they're really cool and all, but you need something to sit it on, or it's gonna go on the floor and then you're gonna trip over it. This, I feel like it can be really low profile. You can like kind of put it to the side of a sofa and it's not really going to be in the way of your living room.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just like a black box or a black
Yeah.
TV that's gonna be in the room. It's very stylish. It even looks cooler here than it did at CES, I think. And it actually sounds pretty cool. I don't know, Eric, you might wanna get in here. I'll put my microphone up here. Speakers sound good, I like it. I mean, it's projecting, but maybe we should take it into the office where we have the 120-inch screen because this isn't gonna do us much good here on my shirt, right?
I'm not gonna watch a movie like that.
All right, well, let's take it into the office.
Let's go.
Okay, we're in the office where we have the 120-inch screen up here. Did a quick setup, got the remote paired, logged into the Google account, all that good stuff, and popped in some YouTube just so we could see how this looks right out of the box. And I have to admit, looks fantastic. And that's because this is the world's first 4K long throw home projector with Dolby Vision. So as you can see, it looks fantastic. This is a dark room, but we'll have to see how it looks in a brighter room as well, but so far so good. And this has dual light technology, so it has LED and laser technology built into the Horizon Ultra 4K. It has 2300 ISO Lumens, so it's very bright, especially for a projector that's this compact and for this price range as well. It has the Intelligent Screen Adaptation 3.0, which is basically upgraded ISA technology, so you get great auto keystoning, auto focusing. It's able to fill the screen into existing projector screens, so you don't have to mess around with where it is too much. It just automatically knows where it is and can fit its projection into that box. It also has the wall color adjustment, which is what we got to see at CES, where if your wall, for example, is an off-white color, it's gonna automatically know that, and then it's gonna adjust the color temperature to match. So white will be white and not off-white, and therefore all the other colors will be affected. So pretty cool visual feature. It also has the dual 12-watt Harman Kardon speaker system, so we already had that on when we were out in the living room and when we just set it up in here. And it sounds pretty good with its built-in three-dimensional surround sound. And so again, for the size, it packs a big punch in picture and sound quality. And actually, now that the sound is off, you can't really hear the fan noise either. It's very quiet, and I'm sitting right next to the projector, so it's definitely not something that's going to bother you when you're watching a movie and you have sound, whether it be from these speakers or a system. There's pretty much no way you're going to hear that fan noise. So that looks pretty good on the YouTube, but we should check out some YouTube TV. We normally check out some sports footage and some movie footage. And what's nice about having this Android TV is that it just logs me right in. So I just hooked it up to my phone and it automatically had my information. So I'm logged right into YouTube TV account and it shows all the programs we were watching and pull up some sports highlights and see what's been going on the last couple days. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the picture quality. In some instances, it doesn't upscale this lower quality content quite as good as like a top-end OLED TV, but of course, this is 120 inches. For a long throw projector, I don't expect it to be quite as good, but it does look really nice overall. And the brightness level and motion and all those other things that you'd be concerned about, whether it be processing, all of that looks pretty good on this. It feels good, and it's pretty good for a product like this. And I give it 2 thumbs up for being able to watch sports, movies, all that kind of thing. But because this does have Dolby Vision and it is 4K, we're gonna have to throw a movie up here and see how that looks before ending on some gaming footage out in the game room itself against the white wall. So let's throw on a movie here. All right, we're watching a little Guardians of the Galaxy with Dolby Vision, and at first it was a little bit glitchy. We had just turned this on and hadn't really messed around with the settings too much, and when it was enabling the Dolby Vision features, it was a little bit glitchy. So I wanted to restart it just to give it a fair shake here. And upon downloading that software and installing that update and you know, just turning it off and back on, completely normal. It's working fine, the motion looks good, and it looks great. I mean, you know, it was widescreen at first, which looks great. You know, this is not a TV with local dimming, so there's no light into the widescreen bars, and now we're almost full screen here with it in like an IMAX format, and it's very colorful, looks good in this darker environment. Again, this isn't a 4,000 ANSI lumen projector. It's not, you know, $5,000-$10,000, but it does really well for the price point and for the size, and this is a 120-inch screen, so this is a big screen for this thing to be projecting on, and I think it looks really nice. One thing that we did notice is that when you enabled the Dolby Vision, it automatically enabled some other features. So we went in and chose custom Dolby Vision, which then allowed you to mess with the motion settings because it was a little bit too soap opera looking, and by reducing that down and actually turning that off, it now looks much clearer and there doesn't seem to be as much artifacting. So I think it looks a lot better, and I still am good with the motion. It's not too juddery. It looks fine with those settings turned off. So if you're gonna do Dolby Vision movies, you know, you can go in and do the custom setting and get rid of some of those options and then not have that soap opera effect. So it's kind of like a win-win. So it looks really good on regular YouTube. It looks great with YouTube 4K videos, and it looks great with movies in Dolby Vision. So really all we have left is gaming, and it gives us a great opportunity to utilize this stand and transport it out like we would if we had friends over or kids over to have a second monitor or TV out in the gaming room. So let's take care of that. Okay, we're out here in the game room, and it's a little too bright in this room right now as the sun's going down, just blaring through. So we added a blanket outside, and as we did that, it got a lot better for viewing this because I think it looked fine, but it was definitely hard to show the camera and to show you guys how good it would look this is still a mediumly lit room right now. So I think it looks fine. And once we started gaming, you know, there was a little input lag when playing this Rocket League game. But once we turned game mode on, especially adding that boost to reduce latency, you know, Eric started scoring goals here. So he was blaming it on the input lag, but I'm not 100% that's what it was. Maybe he just started playing the game correctly here, but definitely looks good when gaming. I'm not seeing necessarily that it says HDMI 2.1 here. I believe that these are supposed to be HDMI 2.1, but I'll have to look into that further and, you know, make another video about, you know, our overall thoughts, because this is more of an initial thought. But overall, I'm very happy with the XGIMI Horizon Ultra 4K. The fact that it has the Dolby Vision 4K on a long throw projector like this is awesome. And I agree with what Jen said earlier, that it looks really good in our living room. You know, the beige color, the stand, it just fits well. So I think it looks really stylish. I like the retro look. I love that the screen goes up and down when you turn it on and off. It just has a really clean look, and I think that's something a lot of people would appreciate. So if you want to learn more about XGIMI or this projector in general, or all the cool products that are coming out, check in the description below. We have the links there. And I want to thank XGIMI for sending this out to me. Definitely a cool long throw projector, and I'm excited to see what other products they have coming out in the future. Make sure to smash the like button and ask me any questions that you guys have. And of course, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video.